Hi everyone, welcome back. So today we'll be studying about modern portfolio theory. Okay, it was given by Harry Markowitz in 1952. Okay, you can search about this on Google. Harry Markowitz. Okay, and he gave this theory in 1952. So first of all, before even diving inside this whole concept, right? Let's first think. Okay, why would we need this? Okay, so let's take a classic example. Okay, let's say you have a few stocks. Okay, stocks A, B, C. Okay, and you have a few bonds. Okay, T, E, okay, F, something. So now you are sure, okay, that you want to take certain amount of risk. Okay, but then you need to identify, okay, with that level of risk, how much you can maximize the return. What's the maximum return that you can get? Okay, what's the maximum expected return that you can get? So let's say you suppose that you are fine with 10% risk. Okay, now the question is, with 10% risk using these assets, right, how can you achieve the maximum expected return? To answer this question, okay, we'll use the modern portfolio theory. Okay, and it has a few concepts in it. We'll start one by one. Okay, so the first one is minimum variance frontier. Okay, it represents the set of portfolios that have the lowest risk, okay, variance for a given level of expected return. That includes all possible combination of assets that maximize risk of for a specified return. Okay, so what do I mean by this? Okay, let's build a simple graph. Expected returns are here and your risk is here on the x-axis. Okay, so using these, let's say for our example, right, we have these 6 securities. Okay, using these we need to find, okay, what is the maximum return we can get for a level of risk. Okay, or let's take it other way. You, on this y-axis, right, you have to determine, okay, what for each level of return, okay, what is the minimum risk that you need to take. Got the point? So if you plot this, the graph will come out to be something like this. Okay, so basically, let's say for 2% returns, the risk might be somewhere here. Okay, something like here, or basically the goal here is to that have the lowest. We have to represent the portfolios that have the lowest variance for a given level of expected returns. This whole thing is minimum variance frontier. Okay, now let's go to global minimum variance portfolio. That will be this point. Okay, because that will be that is the lowest level of risk that you can achieve. What the point? Basically, for the lowest level of risk, what is the return that your portfolio will give you? That is that portfolio, right? That portfolio is the minimum variance frontier. Okay, basically every point on this frontier, right, this whole minimum variance frontier is a portfolio. Okay, this point is a portfolio, this point is a portfolio. And what do I mean by portfolio is that it has these assets. Okay, it could be that some assets are not even included. Okay, let's say the composition of B and C, okay, in this portfolio might be 0. Okay, A might be 25%, D might be 30%, it could be anything. So basically all these points, right, these are all portfolios. Okay, and the point where the risk is minimum, right, the lowest possible risk, that portfolio is global minimum variance portfolio. Okay, it represents the optimal blend of assets that minimizes risk. Got the point? So basically you plot this graph. Okay, the graph will show you, okay, for each level of return, okay, which is the portfolio with the lowest risk. Got the point? So we got this graph, then we found out what's the point where the risk is lowest, right? That will become our global min variance portfolio. Got it? So I hope this is clear. Okay, now coming to efficient frontier. Okay, so it is a subset of minimum variance frontier. Okay, so let me ask you a simple question. Okay, for let's say 5% risk, okay, you can see there are 2 points on this graph. right? One might be giving you 3% returns, and the same on the same, for the same level of risk, you might be earning 10% returns. So which one will you choose? Obviously 10%, right? Because for the same level of risk, at one point with one portfolio you're earning 3% returns, but with the same level of risk with some other portfolio, right, you're earning 10% using these same securities. So you would definitely choose this, right? So if you look at this, the portfolios above the minimum variance portfolio, right, this whole thing, right, this is the efficient frontier, and this whole thing right below, that is the inefficient frontier. Got the point? So efficient frontier is a subset of minimum variance frontier. It includes only those portfolio that offer the highest expected return for a given level of risk. As I just showed you, right, for 5% risk you were getting, one portfolio is giving you 3%, the other might be giving you 10%, so you'll opt for that 10% one, right? So these portfolios are considered efficient because they maximize returns for the same level of risk or minimize risk for the same return level. So I hope this is clear. To make this more clear, okay, I have created an example on the next slide. Let's go there. Let me clear the screen. Okay. So this is the graph. Okay. So by plotting different portfolios on a risk return graph, the minimum variance frontier forms a curve that showcases the portfolio with the least risk for various return levels. Got it? This is what we discussed previously. The global minimum variance portfolio. Okay, this also we discussed. So this graph I've created. Okay, and this is what I explained right now. Okay, basically the point with the least risk, right? That is this. Okay, that is the global minimum variance portfolio. The green line is efficient frontier. The red line is inefficient frontier, because for the same level of risk you are getting a better returns on the efficient frontier, right? So, and this whole is a called the minimum variance frontier. So don't worry about this. Let me explain why I've colored these dots blue and red. Okay, so these red dots you see, right, these cannot be achieved. Okay, basically whatever stocks we chose, right, A, B, C, okay, and whatever bonds we selected, D, E, F, okay, with this, these points cannot be made. Okay, basically you can't, let's say this is 7%, okay, you can't earn 7% returns with these stocks, okay, these assets, these stocks and bonds, right, with the same level of risk. Okay, you might be able to earn this return with a higher level of risk. Got this portfolio will be giving you the same return as this red dot, but it will involve more risk. So any points outside the outside the minimum variance frontier, right, it's not achievable with the current assets that you have in your portfolio. Got the point? And now let's see these blue dots. Okay, so these blue dots, right, these are not efficient portfolios, these are inefficient portfolios, because see, for the same level of risk, right, for this risk, okay, let's say it's 6%, you are having a portfolio that might be giving you 5%. Okay, but for the same level of risk on the efficient frontier, you are earning 7%. Got the point? So basically any point, these points, right, these are not efficient, because you will have a portfolio that will give you more returns on the efficient frontier for the same level of risk. So I hope you got the point. So this is the basic concept about the building blocks of modern portfolio theory. I hope it's clear. So that's all what we have for this video. Okay, if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, this whole series of lectures, right, on portfolio theory is part of a broader course that I've created on quantitative finance. So if you want to learn about quantitative finance in a structured way, please you can enroll in that course. I've provided a link in the description below. Thank you.